Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay, we're going to do another Ceres read. So I have a video where I broke down all of her attributes and what she entails and what she kind of governs. She's the mother of the zodiac. So like Demeter is her archetype. Diana, Gaia, whatever you want to call it. So that video is going to have a link in the description box to specific place where you can get your asteroid placements. That way you don't have to navigate the site you're on to try to figure out how to get your asteroid placements in it. Okay, ready? Ceres and Pisces. People identify nurturing with compassion. Such a person receives nurturance through feeling connected to and unified with a reality beyond him or herself. Nurturance is expressed through alleviating the suffering of others, either through empathy or inspiring in them the qualities of faith, universal love, and recognition of a transcendent reality. Self-acceptance may be based upon the ability to serve others selflessly without expecting anything in return. Imbalances occur when the individual does not receive the proper reassurance and emotional support as a child. This often leads to feelings of helplessness and powerlessness, which in turn promote the victim-martyr syndrome. Chart example. Oh, good, I can't pronounce that last name. Former Secretary General of the United Nations, Dag Hammarskjöld. Oh, geez, I just butchered that. Sorry. Was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for establishing and keeping a peace force in the Middle East. He was born with Ceres and Pisces, trine Mars in Scorpio. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, Ceres and Pisces. How can we assist them on their particular journey? Ceres and Pisces. Anything else besides one card? Ceres and Pisces? No tale of woe. I guess that solidifies no victim martyr narrative. That's two cards. Okay. All right, I'll stop. Okay. Ready, set, go. Okay, the Tower, don't. Hierophant, what do you know? Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Uh-oh. Now this is, oh, man. You have to find a different way through your desires. Due to the Tower. Okay, so the rest of the read, Queen of Wands in reverse, King of Wands in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So oftentimes, dang. Okay. Well, let's write this down. Let us start from the beginning at the top. The top of the beginning, whatever. So the Tower card. So a lot of times we're not instructed on how to get there correctly, so we end up screwing it up. I don't know why. This wasn't like, hey, if you just do it this way and work through this particular issue and think about that type of problem and gain new perspective, you won't do things. But Tower moments are a thing. Yay. So the yellow netted stinkhorn is signifying that something wasn't working previous and now you're moving forward based on this new information. And it looks like there's like sticks all over the place here. Like there's a stick in the top of the tower over here. I don't know. Pretty brutal Tower card if you ask me. At least that's how I'm sensing it right now. Now the Hierophant, the heir, the successor, the initiate, what's the other I word? Anyway, you get it. initiate, successor, inheritor. The I is the O, and O is also the ancient symbol for spirit. And the Phant is illusion. Phantom, illusionary. Okay, so the heir of the inner eye or spirit of illusion. So you're gonna have to Scorpio, hello, I'm gonna add to your tower moment here. And the Ace of Wands, you are desiring to create an illusion here. Now, this is not always a bad thing, because we come to an understanding that when we can create our own environment, it is oftentimes an illusion that we create, because the outside world is not the inside world directly. So we tell ourselves, look, this is a really difficult paradigm, but this is how we can do it. If you can tell yourself in a way that is going to in turn create the environment, which in turn changes the reality, the environment creates the cell, not the other way around. So if you can create that illusionary environment to proceed to develop that physical reality into something that's positive and of your personal desires here, without lying to yourself or others about the outcome, things can go pretty well. But I think we're starting to understand that the current hierarchy, the current hierophants that are in place are creating a very destructive outcome. A very, very destructive outcome. And it's getting turned on its head. So, hence why this is showing up in your read. That's a great couple if they were upright. In the reverse, that's quite a toxic bond. The parasol, the Ace of Swords, mental clarity. Interesting word, the parasol. Sol is sun, aka soul. Don't tell anybody. So when we're getting clear and bringing the light to the situation here, those look like ginkgo leaves to me. Ginkgo's good for the heart and soul. Huh. Oh, what's that song? I don't know who sings it. She's heart and soul. I don't know. But that's what I'm getting off this card. Don't ask me. It's just coming. It's coming in. I just went for a long walk. Here we go. I'm not sure how you're going to get this in the upright. Wine cap and luminescent Pinellas is the Queen of Wands. Just saying, that's one freaking sexy Queen of Wands right there. I just saying. Pisces, good pick. Or, this one's really sweet and cute too. Okay. Alright. The Tower. We're going to just break down card by card. Ceres and Pisces, the Tower card. What's going on with that? Well, look at there. Subconscious takeover. And the Ten of Wands in reverse, burning it down. Okay. Yeah. Some things you were holding were not your responsibility. Sometimes that's the roughest, especially with Ceres and Pisces. Pisces is that lovely little they're ushering you into the rest of the ethos, right? They are basically the ocean ethos. So that's a vast thing. So when you're embodying that archetype, it's hard not to take on wands that are not even belonging to you, because you're in the whole of it. You are the whole of it. So hence why the Hierophant is here. Martyr syndrome. Anyone? I think the nicest way I can put this is Pisceans often come with a Jesus complex. And boy, if that's not brutality. And he's just like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to come with a Jesus complex. It's inherent in their nature for whatever reason. Ugh. At least the Pisceans that I know, have known, still know. They just do. And it's endearing. It really is. But at the same time, I just did a Pisces read. Pisces has that little beautiful space to fill of their own cup. And when you can witness a Pisces doing that for themselves, it's breathtaking. It really is. When a Pisces fills their own cup, it's lovely. It's magical. And you're like, okay, I just want to stay and like revel in this for a little bit. Just for a little bit, I just want to stay in this vast ocean of water where their cup is full. Because the beautiful essence that they put out is, I might be a little biased because I have 12th house stellium and I'm a butter. But it's the river running to the ocean, and when you get there and that ocean is just like beaming, it's a nice feeling. It really, really is. So Pisces, Ceres and Pisces especially, you're going to need that cup to come in here, because along with this Hierophant that you want to step into with your desires here, and again, there's no shame in this. What did I just say? That's a very nice, lovely thing. Let's try to upright it first, though, darling. Let's make this into a Jesus Mary situation. Let's make it into because oftentimes, if Pisces nature is to be of the Jesus complex, this comes from the book Sextrology. Piscean will often seek out, and it doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine, it will often seek out the yin to the yang. So the Mary figure would be more like the Pisces, the all-sacrificing female, willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. So the Pisceans often are the best matches for each other because of that concept that they're looking, for that purity of relation to come into reality, into existence. So I feel like you might have something brewing, matching yourself here, but it's just not in the upright. Again, I'm not making judgments. Look at, I just said the environment creates the cell. Get yourself in a different environment. Clean it up, do what you gotta do. Create the illusion. So let's get the Hierophant clarified. So oftentimes you're going to find yourself drawn to that like archetype of Mary or Jesus or whatever it is, if you're a Piscean or you have Ceres, or if you have a lot of 12th house or Pisces in your natal chart even. The Ceres. Okay, so Fool and Jeff. Joe! Okay, so I just saw a really good quote. The mother or the god, mother of all gods is fear. Is that it? Is that right? Lucia. All right. I had it and then I lost it. But this feels like stepping into a knowing. If you can, the fear right now is around death, and there's so many people that I've heard talk about this, that like, because people are so scared of death, when you come in and you present this narrative that speaks to that, if if you do this, that, and the other thing on the other side, it'll be okay. If you don't do this, that, and the other thing, you're not going to be okay. And then there's another narrative, and I can't speak to exactly what culture it is, but it speaks to the goddess in the afterlife that particular, I'm pretty sure it's Egyptian of some sort, but it's the goddess in the afterlife that's asking you what you didn't do. She doesn't really care about what you did do. She wants to know what you didn't do. So keep that in mind when you're moving forward with this illusion that this construct of death, if the white coats are right, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transferred, transformed, and transmuted. Even when it's just this, something else is out there, right? Something. We don't know what, and it's okay not to know. I'm speaking as a Scorpio, though, so my opinion of death is a little bit different than everybody else's. So there might be some things that just need to fall away and die here around this construct of you creating a particular reality for yourself through illusion. That's how usually realities are created. I mean, look at that Google goggle thing or whatever the heck it is, where people walk around with that thing and they walk into walls. People conceived of that first. That's pure illusion. Pure illusion. I just went to IMAX theater thing. I was lost in the movie. It was fun. And that's the power of illusion. So I think there's something you're just going to step into it here and not really care what you're doing. You're going to go head first into that pool of water. And that's fine. And then some things are just going to automatically fall away. You get the Ace of Wands. So you're going to take new perspectives and new looks, perceptions of death, I should say. And you're going to probably start to create an illusion around that. Don't start a cult, but like... and that's fine. Give that insight to people. There's nothing wrong with that. Just keep yourself in check. That's all I'm saying. There you are in reverse. Hangman in reverse. Son of Pentacles. The Son of Wands in reverse. And the Stairway to Heaven. The night does not belong to God by Sleep Token. That's what that card says to me. That's the Stairway to Heaven. Okay. All right. Well, and that, again, with this whole Pisces abandoning the self and not filling the cup. We just talked about that in the... So the Knight of Pentacles, you have something of value here. You have a value system structure, whatever it is. And might I point out the similarity in between these cards. So maybe you found your Jesus or your Mary, okay? And you know which direction you want to go in, but you're taking it slow, okay? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you've got the Son of Wands in reverse, which is the Knight of Wands. In between the Son of Pentacles upright and the Nine of Wands upright. So either you're not desiring to heal here, or you're not desiring to climb that stairway to heaven, at least as of yet, because you're not in your authentic self. You don't feel comfortable in your own skin yet. All right. Seven of Swords. What's up, Seven of Swords? In a reverse for Ceres and Pisces. You got a lot of moons here. Looking at that subconscious energy. Just saying. You got a couple spirits, too. That O energy, that Hierophant energy. All right. So the Daughter of Pentacles and the Mother of Wands. That's what you're lying to yourself? Okay. Are you just like in denial that you have these beautiful, wonderful gifts inside of you, right next to you, whatever you want to. So this is the page, and this is the mother here. She's protecting those 3 eggs. And the daughter, it's page in etymology is it translates more to the pagan, so it's more of the country, the young country blank page, if you will. But they're coming in with some insight for you here, and you're in, I don't know, some sort of weird denial about it. And you're protecting these eggs here. But that's... So the Mother of Wands is showing up in the upright on the outside. And the Queen... Well, okay, so the Queen, if the Mother is the Queen. And then you've got it in reverse here. So no wonder why you're not seeing it. Oh, you have the negatory in the subconscious roots of the read, where you're like, no, this is how she's got to be. That's how it's got to look. Blah, 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 blah. All right, well, the page is coming in. She, or whoever here is sending in messages, the Daughter of Pentacles. You're like, where's your value structure? You got your value structure? All right. Let's get the rest of the read. That's why you don't see the Mother of Wands on the outside of you, because the internally roots of the read here is in reverse, so you don't see any queens matching the energy you're looking for on the inside, because it's not on the upright. They're complete opposite. So when she does show up, you don't even see it. You don't, there's nothing is registering for you at all, because this is what you're telling yourself you desire, and this is what's showing up. And you're like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know. Okay. So, whatever that means for you, it's just you're not seeing it. Cause mentally unprepared for this. And you think you are, because the 7 of Swords reversed, and then you think you've got your couple figured out here. Ooh, child. Okay. But you're not filling your own cup, hence why you can't. All right. Well, I'm preaching to a Pisces. Roots of the read for Pisces. Yeah, okay. Two. Okay, so you keep putting that value structure out there, and it keeps coming back in the negatory. But you're holding on to your illusions, nonetheless. Holding on tight. And staying on that same old wheel, okay? The world in reverse. Okay, so the cycle won't complete itself unless you get your stuff in the upright here. And there's the 7 of Wands, keeping your flame. So once you get through that portal, there's the 7 of Wands. And celebration, but you are probably going to have to leave somebody out in the cold. Or, you're going to have to leave somebody out in the cold in order to get your emotional sovereignty. Ooh. Okay. Well, that solves that conundrum. Okay. All right, fine. Anything else for Pisces? Or Ceres in Pisces? All right, novel, here we grow. All right, Chariot in reverse. That was another card on the bottom, and the 8 of Cups in reverse. You're not moving forward, and you're not walking away from it. It's a boomerang coming back around. Oh, you're waiting for it to come back around, so you can close out the cycle. That, I mean, Mercury retrograde, it's all about relational reflection. So whatever this is, it's right here. So what are you waiting for coming back around for? Because it's right here. Maybe we'll get some advice in that. All right, Ceres in Pisces. What does Ceres in Pisces need to know right now about this situation with the Mother of Wands and the closing off of a cycle here? What does Ceres in Pisces need to know? Not half the deck. Ooh, skull cap. I saw that all over the place. Ooh, there's Scorpion. All right, we're not reading that one though. Skull cap, if you want to look it up. Stillness 47. Cannabis detachment. That is not what Pisces needs. That's Saturn and Neptune. Okay. What's going on with you? Maybe get a weave. Ayahuasca in reverse 50. Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune. Well, you're showing up. I mean, your rulers are right in these cards here. Ayahuasca rebirth, hence the Pluto and Neptune. I'll let you look. I don't know if I might have enough time to read both, but we'll work on it. I love you. Go lay down. 31 is the number of the first one. Detachment. I'm not sure if you need this advice, but okay. Detachment, deep contemplation, freedom from pain, body, inner calm, immunity. Cannabis is one of the oldest known psychotropic herbs. The first recorded use of cannabis is for 8,000 BC in an ancient village in Taiwan where indigenous groups used hemp fibers in their fabrics, pottery, rope, and even their shoes, not relying on animal skins or even silk for clothing. In 4000 BC, the Chinese village of Panpo, hemp was considered to be one of the 5 grains of China and thus a major food crop. In the Chinese Materia Medica from 2737 BC, hemp was recognized for its ability to treat over 100 medical issues, including gout, malaria, and rheumatism. The medical use of marijuana features heavily in Hindu religious texts. In the Vedas, for example, written between 2000 BC and 1400 BC, cannabis was considered a sacrament of Shiva, described as a source of happiness, a joy giver, and a bringer of freedom that was compassionately given to humans by the gods to relieve them of anxiety and help them achieve delight as well as fearlessness. Cannabis's many uses fall mostly under Saturn and Neptune's rulership with a strong Piscean undertone. That's funny. Since it is mucoskeletal relaxant and anti-inflammatory, a pain reliever, it is a great ally for those seeking to soften the rough edges of Saturn's impact. Its mood-enhancing, anti-anxiety, anti-inflammatory, and psychotropic properties belong to the realms of Neptune and therefore Pisces. Saturn is said to be the lord of time and space and the lord of karma. Although often called the Great Malefic, Saturn is much more than what we experience in the third-dimensional reality. The space-time continuum is the system that encompasses third-dimensional reality as we know it, said to be ruled by Saturn. Yet the transcendence of this reality is from freedom from Saturn, depicted by its polarity, Neptune. When the angels of time and space are respected, Saturn, they bless us with the freedom and ability to transcend, Neptune, the cycles of the pain body. If you feel restless, anxious, trapped in your own body, or have trouble sleeping, cannabis is here to remind you to cultivate inner calm. Breathe deeply. Go for a walk in nature. Immerse yourself in meditation. Take naps. And creatively cultivate practices that soften the unsettled aspects of your being. Don't succumb to a quick fix solution when it comes to decompressing, as it often leads to self-neglect and disassociation. That is definitely a Piscean trait. Tune deeply into the energetics of this ancient ally and learn to transcend the cycles of self-induced pain. Love you, Pisces. In Ceres. Okay. Okay. Where did it go? Where did it grow? All right. Where are we at? All right. 30-30. Let's go. Rebirth. You got it in reverse, though. Disbelief in unseen forces, loss of identity, resistance to change, stuck in old patterning, unable to see beyond your experience, shattering of ideals and desire. Ooh, astrological rulers Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune. Ayahuasca is an ancient ceremonial brew native to the Amazonian, used as sacred spiritual medicine among many indigenous peoples within South America. In Quechua, Aya means soul or spirit, and Ayahuasca means vine. Ayahuasca is primarily made of two key plants, the vine and the viridis, also known as charcarana, along with their other ingredients, which vary depending on the medicine maker and curandero. The ancient ayahuasca brew is traditionally prepared for curing ills, divination, and as a diagnostic tool for healing others. It is served by shaman, and as sacred songs and dances are performed to honor and invoke the spirits. The brew induces a profound visionary state, igniting supernatural abilities such as vivid communication with ancestors, relationships with interdimensional beings, the ability to see the future, and more. Amazonian folk healers have used ayahuasca primarily to rejuvenate the body and soul, as to purge the body of accumulated toxicity as a cellular, gastrointestinal, and psycho-emotional cleanser. Scientific studies show that ayahuasca may benefit those dealing with depression and PTSD. Guidance. I'm going to read that real quick before we run out of time. You are mastering the power of awareness when aligning to a higher power. Ayahuasca spirit is here to support your ascension. You are one with the magnetic brilliance of Source, the intelligence that orchestrates great mystery. Feeling lost in the labyrinth only comes when a loss of intentionality or respect happens. Offer your greatest intentions, sacrifice your needs, enter into the void without expectations, and allow yourself to be consumed by the oceanic consciousness. Remember, dear one, that to heal the world, you must heal yourself. You are the source of love. Love you. Keep your flame.